This is Disneyland News Today. I'm Tom Corliss. Here now are the top Disneyland Resort stories for April 28th, 2022. Before we get started, though, I want to quickly mention we have a great shirt available at carouselproducts.com. Sadly, we realized when we got here on the green screen, I'm sorry to tell you, none of this is real. I'm going to ruin the illusion for you. Most of the shirt is green, so yeah. Anyway, we have this great Rebecca, the male black swan shirt, and all the proceeds go to the Disney Worldwide Conservation Fund. It's available at carouselproducts.com. Again, all the money goes to a really great cause. So go support this at carouselproducts.com. This tree is green and not see-through. Don't worry, it's a full shirt when you get it. All right, let's get started.
So just a few hours after we recorded Disneyland News Today this week, the Disneyland Resort decided to announce a ton of new and exciting things. First of which is they have confirmed that there is a re-theme of the Paradise Pier Hotel coming, and it is not solely Toy Story. However, Toy Story will be part of it. There will be a Pixar re-theme of the hotel, which, quote, it will soon begin a transformation with an all-new theme. The reimagining of the hotel will weave the artistry of Pixar into its comfortable, contemporary setting. Guests will gain a new perspective on some of their favorite Pixar worlds and characters through carefully curated artwork and decor that reveals the creative journey of the artists who help bring these stories to life. So essentially, a Pixar Art Hotel. You're looking now at concept art of the exterior where they've repainted the outside of the building. It's no longer beige. It's now white and black and silvery, and then there's some splashes of color from the Luxo balls and the overhang and some things like that. And then inside in the lobby, of course, we see the Pixar lamp Luxo Jr. Balancing on a ball, and there is, similar to that Toy Story concept art, which I think cannot be disputed at this point. There are some similar mobile elements, not quite characters on hang gliders, but of a similar look. There is Monsters, Inc. and Soul and Finding Nemo and The Incredibles and all those characters represented in mobile form. That's all that's been released for the hotel thus far. So elements of that Toy Story theme that they thought about at one point may be a thing. I mean, certainly the pool. I think the pool, just because that Partysaurus Rex idea was so cool, I think you will see that splash pad and some other elements of that Toy Story hotel come into play here. But beyond that, they've also announced that something that was a feature of the Paradise Pier Hotel when real Paradise Pier inside California Adventure opened will return, and that is the private entrance to the park. So hotel guests of the Disneyland Resort will soon have an entrance into, I almost want to say Pixar Pier, but where the entrance was previously, of course, leads into what is currently Paradise Gardens Park, not Pixar Pier or Paradise Pier at this point. But, the rumor is out there that down the line, the rest of what was Paradise Pier will be Pixar themed anyway. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Beyond that, they've announced the return of some benefits for Disneyland Resort guests. In total, they can look forward to the ability to send select theme park purchases back to their resort hotel. They could also look forward to Hey Disney, a new kind of voice assistant which works alongside Alexa on Amazon Echo devices that'll be in their hotel rooms later this year. And then last but not least, the return of early entry access, where guests staying at one of the Disneyland Resort hotels can be among the first to enter and begin enjoying select theme park attractions and experiences. Again, all this beginning either later this year or later this summer. Then moving over to the downtown Disney district, they've released some details about new restaurants and changes that are on the way. A world-renowned restaurant, Din Tai Fung, will join the district and offer guests their soup dumplings handcrafted right on site. This family-run restaurant will bring flavorful Chinese cuisine, where guests can enjoy dishes served family-style in creative space near the new Lawn Pavilion, that new area they're building out by the Disneyland Hotel. Also, Michelin-starred chef Carlos Gaitan will bring his inclusive vision of Mexican cuisine to Paseo and Centrico in the locations currently occupied by Catal and the Uva Bar, which are going to close. It'll be brought to life by the Patina Restaurant Group, who, of course, operates Naples out there at Disneyland Resort, and then a ton of stuff back at Walt Disney World, such as Space 220, Via Napoli, Tutto Italia, Maria and Enzo's. The list goes on and on and on. The restaurant and central courtyard bar and dining area will offer guests a multi-sensory journey to the heart of Chef Gaitan's homeland. Meanwhile, Ralph Brennan's Jazz Kitchen will also receive both an exterior and a menu update that will incorporate, quote, vibrant California energy while staying true to the heart of New Orleans. So basically, they're going to mute the theme on the building, as you can see, which I'm not happy about. But, this is where all these Disney Springs, Downtown Disney, Disney Village projects are heading, this modern, muted aesthetic. But in the end, I mean, you can't argue some of these new dining options do sound like a big upgrade compared to what has been there in the past. So all really exciting stuff. And beyond that, one final thing to talk about, not a terribly big story. I mean, obviously we knew the project was happening, but Mickey's Toontown, the reimagining, has broken ground. Now, what this means is that the reimagining of the existing parcel is underway. They've broken ground there because obviously Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway they broke ground on that years ago, and that is well underway. And this is the project to match the land to that new style of Mickey Mouse and bring in those new green spaces and new attractions and things that are on the way. So that's all. That's the big news dump Disneyland has decided to put out today. Sorry we couldn't record it in video form, but obviously this is all really big, important information. We wanted to make sure we got it to you. And now back to me.
Disneyland Resort has updated its face mask policy to say masks are optional in all areas, including on buses and shuttles. The experience update page now states, quote, it is strongly recommended that guests wear face coverings when indoors and in enclosed transportation. Face coverings are required for all guests ages 2 and older, regardless of vaccination status. In certain indoor health settings, such as first aid, face coverings are optional for guests in indoor areas. So basically, masks are no longer required on the monorail, on the buses, on the trams, any transportation. It's now optional. Disney Parks is celebrating halfway to Halloween, and Disneyland Resort has now announced 2 Halloween-themed treats that will be available for a limited time. You can read about them on our website. It's time to relive the good old days and celebrate a party for the decades at the first ever Disneyland After Dark Grad Night Reunion. Debuting on select nights in June at California Adventure, you can join in a reunion party filled with dancing, fun, and plenty of nostalgia from graduation classes of the last 6 decades. The separately ticketed Disneyland After Dark event gives you after-hours access to DCA after the park closes to guests, with the opportunity to experience special offerings not typically available in the day. Enjoy cafeteria-inspired dishes, special character experiences, entertainment, photo opportunities, and some favorite attractions with shorter wait times for 4 hours of fun. Also included, you'll have 3 additional hours of pre-party to mix in at California Adventure. In addition to special offerings, guests will receive a commemorative credential and a guide, as well as unlimited downloads of Disney PhotoPass digital photos you take during the party. Disneyland After Dark Grad Night Reunion will be offered on June 23rd, 28th, and 30th. Tickets go on sale on Disneyland.com beginning April 28th, no earlier than noon Pacific. The Main Street Electrical Parade is back at Disneyland to celebrate its 50th birthday, and guests can munch and sip with the celebration thanks to a new popcorn bucket and sipper. Found the bucket at the popcorn cart outside It's a Small World for $35. Also being sold is an electric sweet and salty popcorn, which combines colorful kettle corn with butter-flavored popcorn. Without the bucket, the mix sells for $6.75. The Smiling Dragon Elliot comes with webbed wings and an electric purple mohawk and beard, reflecting the design of the float. It also comes with a commemorative lanyard, which features an assortment of parade floats along with a 50th logo. If you're thirsty after all that popcorn, there's also the sipper themed to the turtle float, which we found at Troubadour Tavern. Look at that smiling face. The look is completed with a pair of yellow glasses and a red necktie. Much like the bucket, the sipper is covered with bumps to resemble the thousands of sparkling lights. The straw folds out from the top, and the sipper also comes with a lanyard. Again, they're available at multiple locations. A merchandise collection was also released for the 50th of the parade, including a mug, a Spirit jersey, a dress shop dress, ear headband, pin, plush, and wishables. You can check it all out at DisneylandNewsToday.com. Disneyland introduced a special light-up balloon theme to the electrical parade as well. So naturally, we plucked one from a very helpful cast member on Main Street to check it out. This is my favorite item of all, I got to say. The front features the 50th logo seen across most of the merchandise. It's based on the old cover of The Record for the parade soundtrack that was released in the 70s. The back features cartoony art of the floats from the parade, including Alice in Wonderland, the Mushroom, the Whirly Bug, Elliot from Pete's Dragon, Captain Hook's ship, Casey Jr., the new finale float. And if you hold onto the balloon at night, it lights up in blue and yellow. And you can find this from anyone selling a balloon on Main Street, USA. It's $18. Of course, you can't celebrate an anniversary at Disneyland Resort without special food. And for the parade, they're offering several new items. We started off with the new Parade Dreams churro. It's a colorful sugar-dusted churro with fruit drizzle garnished with rainbow candy for $6.75. Then we tried a fun new ice cream cone with 3 flavors of ice cream and plenty of sprinkles at the Gibson Girl Ice Cream Parlor. The Unicone comes with banana, cherry, and pistachio ice cream in a white chocolate-dipped waffle cone with fantasy sprinkles for $6.79. This may look familiar if you ever had the Fantasia ice cream, by the way. It's pretty much the same thing. Next, there was the 50th anniversary electric sprinkle dip. It's citrus buttercream frosting with sprinkles. It's $1. You can add it to your churros. Over at Refreshment Corner, they're serving the electric relish hot dog and Firefly chips. The hot dog is an all-beef hot dog, bacon, mustard, cheese sauce, electric relish. I don't know what that means. And sport peppers, served with a choice of Cutie's Mandarin Orange or its bag of chips for $11.99. The Firefly chips are corn chips topped with chili, cheddar, Monterey Jack, and jalapenos for $4.59. There's also a snail-inspired candy apple at the Candy Palace. It's a green apple covered in caramel and chocolate. Yellow sprinkle swirls on either side of the apple recreate the snail's shell. And the front of the snail is made of a Rice Krispie coated in chocolate and pink sugar crystals. It costs $12.49. And finally, we got the new Parade Confetti Bundt Cake at the Plaza Inn. It's a confetti cake with blue sopapilla filling, cream cheese glaze, and electric parade chocolate decor. It costs $5.99. There's also the new Pineapple Nightlight drink from the Red Rose Tavern. It's fresh pineapple puree and Sprite with a glow cube for $10.99. Reviews of each and every one of these items on our site. Please check it out so you know what to get. Disneyland has posted showtimes for Fantasmic, which will return on May 28th. Fantasmic will show at 9 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. In related news, Disneyland is working on a project to improve the traffic flow in New Orleans Square before Fantasmic returns. It should be done again before that date. Guests will once again be able to dine at the Tomorrowland Skyline Lounge at Disneyland Park starting May 20th. Guests can hang out, enjoy food and drinks, and take in the views from the Tomorrowland Skyline Lounge balcony. The dinner package includes a choice of entree with a side, a dessert selection, and unlimited soft drinks, bottled water, or hot chocolate. Perfect for summer. Guests are able to stay for the entire evening or come and go as they please. The package is $60 per guest, including tax, but not gratuity. Children ages 2 and under can attend for free as well. We stepped out to try the festive new Blueberry Looks Good on You churro with blueberry cheesecake dipping sauce. It's a blueberry-flavored sugar-dusted churro. Costs $5.75. The dip is blueberry fruit topping with cream cheese icing, and it costs $1. Review on our site. A new ear headband inspired by Wanda Maximoff, a.k.a. the Scarlet Witch, as she appears in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, has appeared at Disneyland. Found the ears at the Emporium at Disneyland Park for $29.99. The ears are red and black pleather. The center, connected to the headband, is Wanda's classic pointed headpiece. The headband is black with velour on the inside. The security tag was attached in a way that partially obscured the embroidery on the side, but it reads, "I have everything under control," in red. Spoiler alert, she typically doesn't. The Finding Nemo Submarine Voyage remains under construction at Disneyland. It was originally supposed to reopen late last year, then in winter of 2022, but now there is no time frame listed anymore. But from the monorail, we can see that work is still actively happening. And in fact, green seaweed and other colorful underwater elements have been added to the ground. The submarines were uncovered earlier this year, but scaffolding remains up around them. So a positive sign, they are still working, and it's going to look great when it does return, hopefully in the not too distant future. For the first time in over 2 years, World of Color has returned to California Adventure. We were there for the first public performance since 2019 to share the show with you. World of Color is currently utilizing a virtual queue for viewing. To join the virtual queue, you will need the Disneyland app on your device, and you can watch a full video of the show right here on our channel. It is as wonderful as ever. A new elaborate wine stopper with Sleeping Beauty Castle on top is now available at Disneyland Resort. We found it in the World of Disney at Downtown Disney District. The golden stopper has the castle on the top and the Disneyland logo as a large plaque on the side. It comes in packaging decorated with Sleeping Beauty Castle and the Disneyland iconography. The pattern is the same as featured on the Loungefly backpack and all that other stuff that's come out as of late. It is pretty large, so the stopper does cost $22.99. Last month, construction went vertical on the new DVC tower at Disneyland Hotel. Right now, there's not much to see of construction other than a large crane, but we'll take a look. The red crane towers over the pool, and the beginnings of the Vacation Club Tower are visible beyond the pool and trees. Blue construction walls block access, and there are a few small towers of rebar atop the current structure. We can see scaffolding and supports, but no wall paneling just yet. Orange safety netting surrounds the top of the structure. We can see a crew member at this corner in the center of the image you're seeing now. A model of Batuu and the Milennium Falcon made of Rice Krispy treat is now on display at Disney's Grand Californian Hotel. One of the bakery artists was touching up the model and telling guests about it when we visited. Rolling carts of material were next to the stage it was displayed on, and the model includes some of the rock formations of Batuu with an extra large version of the Millennium Falcon at the center. Cast member was using an airbrush tool to paint the Rice Krispies, and the display has gone up a week before May the 4th, aka Star Wars Day. We expect it to remain through that date and probably through the month as Star Wars Celebration takes place in Anaheim at the end of May. For the absolute latest Disneyland Resort news, head on over to DisneylandNewsToday.com and follow us on all your favorite social media platforms, or even on TikTok. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to WDW News Today on YouTube for more great content, and click the bell for notifications. Also, hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of the show. You can support the entire team behind this program by joining the WDWNT Interglobe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. For DLNT, this is Tom Corliss saying, enjoy the rest of your today. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Looking for the latest in Disney news on the go? Then download WDWNT the app. From news to videos to park hours and more, WDWNT the app is your one-stop shop for the latest from the Disney world. Available on iPhone and Android, just search for WDWNT in your device's app store.